results, what kind of actions you would like to take? If you are the policeman, you can say, oh, your computers can have provide this kind of data. So if you are the chief policeman, 警察, what kind of applied actions? What kind of actions you would like to take? If you can take this for free, for example, what would you like to study? What? If you are the policeman, for example, I want to know the crime rate. I like to know the distributions about the crime rate in this country. So, can you use this kind of system to figure out the crime rate, 犯罪率? Do you like to use this study, this kind of computer to study the crime rate? You can, right? For example, if you have more car, does that mean more car can have more crime? Or more car can use, if this city, if there are more, how to say that? May, can you help me? If I had 比较多的车子在一个城市，它会导致比较多的犯罪率吗？ How to say that?
The more car you have in the city, then the higher the crime rate is.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, the more car in the city, the higher crime rate would be in there. So she introduced this kind of system and do this kind of study.
We apply this algorithm to millions of Google Street View images across hundreds of American cities. And we have learned something really interesting. First, it confirmed our common wisdom that car prices correlate very well with household incomes.
So she said the cars is correlated to the household incomes. What is the meaning of this? If you have more money, you can buy more cars. In this city, more citizens, they have higher income, they can buy the cars, right? So more, how to say that? It is correlated to the household incomes. Means if I have a high salary, then I can buy the car or the high level car, right? If I do not have that much salary, then I will not buy the car. So they do this kind of study. So they know the income is higher in this city because they are, and because they compare the income and predict that this is the income, actual income, and this is predicted by the car price. So the car price in this area is higher compared to other areas. So that is the meaning of this.
But surprisingly, car prices also correlates well with crime rates in cities or voting patterns by zip codes. So wait a minute, is that it? Has computer already matched or even surpassed human capabilities? Not so fast. So far, we have just taught the computer to see objects. This is like a small child learning to utter a few nouns. It's an incredible accomplishment, but it's only the first step. Soon, another developmental milestone will hit, and children begin to communicate in sentences. So instead of saying, this is a cat in the picture, you already heard the little girl telling us, this is a cat lying on a bed. So to teach a computer to see a picture and generate sentences, the marriage between big data
So what is the next step? So she said, what is the next step? Now the computers, they can identify the object, but only words, not sentences. So what is her next step? She said she would like the computer to generate not only words, but also sentences. They would like the computer to generate sentences. Just like the little girl, she said, she can describe what happened in this picture. An elephant or a man is petting the elephant. That is a sentence. They would like the computers to generate sentences instead of generate the words. Okay? So we are going to finish this video.
A machine learning algorithm has to take another step. Now, the computer has to learn from both pictures as well as natural language synthesis generated by humans. Just like the brain integrates vision and language, we developed a model that connects parts of visual scenes, like visual snippets, with words and phrases in sentences. About 4 months ago, we finally tied all this together and produced one of the first computer vision models that is capable of generating a human-like sentence when it sees a picture for the first time.
So she's
Now,
going to show.
I'm ready to show you what the computer says when it sees the picture that the little girl saw at the beginning of this talk.
Amendment 76 by Milligan. A large airplane sitting on top of an airport runway.
Of course, we're still working hard to improve our algorithms, and it's
So in the computer technology, can the computers generate the sentences? For yes, raise your hands. Okay. For no, raise your hands. Okay, everybody understand. Right. So far, their computer can generate sentences. But can their computer generate 100% precisely sentences as human beings? What is your opinion? Can their computers generate 100% precisely sentences just like human beings? No, you don't think so? Why?
They don't know too much detail.
They don't know detail, but what happened? The computer can say,
He just said the human standing beside the animal. He cannot say the human touch the animal, the active state.
they cannot describe the.
The active or their behavior.
Oh, okay. So, how about you? What do you think?
Well,
Yes.
I think the computer just describe the picture. They don't describe the people feel or emotion.
Okay, very good. Now I would like to all of you to separate into small groups, discussion about this. And then 5 minutes later, then I will just continue our videos and let you know what happens. Okay, please separate into small groups and discussion. Can the computers generate 100% precisely sentences just like human beings? Okay, go ahead. Then 5 minutes later, I'll pick one of you from each group to tell us what is your opinion. How I feel? Do I feel using am I happy? That kind of feeling.
Because there are so many types of objects and it's speculated in live animals or human beings, they have infinite vision, infinite 那个vision 吗？是各种各样形态They can take millions of different pictures, and it is very complicated for the computer to figure out what they are doing. So, or maybe computer can know some simple actions, but they cannot describe them precisely.
I think your conversation is so interesting. And 5 more minutes. After 5 minutes later, I would like you to tell. You have to select. You have to pick up one person to tell us what is your overall summary in your discussion. Okay, 5 minutes later.
She always says computer will never make mistakes. Yes. If computer can describe this in precise sentences, but they still make some mistakes. Is it okay?
Well, for computers, sometimes in other groups, their discussions was like the computers can identify a big object they do not know the connection between the two others. Like a man and two persons that sit together. For computers, they only say two persons sit down, but they don't know what happened between them. Maybe one man is trying to heal the other, or a man in the swimming pool. The computer can only identify a man and the swimming pool and say a man in the water, but not swimming. The computers may not understand the difference. So they can make and they can just get the same object, they can the same object, they can identify them, but you don't know what happened. The cell phone and the
So the point is the relationship between them.
yes, also the yes. When you have a smile, the computer cannot tell your smile. They cannot see the So it's about the time to share. Okay, everybody, it's time to share. I will start from this group. So who is going to share? In your group, who is going to share?
Computers just identify something it happened, but we cannot identify the action. For example, she said if two people use knife, but computer just can identify there are two people, but computer can identify one people use knife to attach another people. So his point is people also understanding something sometimes. So computer also computer can identify things 100% correct.
Okay. Let me guess. Well, what she said is, well, the computers can identify the big objects, but the computer may ignore the details. For example, there are two men, but one man carries a knife trying to kill another, but the computer cannot tell the details. Or another thing is, if the computers can identify the object 100%, that is fine, but they cannot understand the connections between the objects, right? Is that what you see? No? What is it? Okay. Put one more sentence or two sentences. To clear.
He said, even people, we can like situation that we have the wrong understanding.
Okay, people can make people can make mistakes.
Yes.
Misunderstood.
Computers.
So for the computers, they will not make mistakes. Okay. Well, people, he said, even for human beings, we can make mistakes in a way of identify the object. But for the computers, it can 100 can identify the objects at 100%. I don't know. I don't think so. But actually, we can discuss that later. Okay. How about you?